212, verify ready to resume the count. Go for launch. Say go or no go. OTC.
Go.
TBC.
You've got to go.
TTC.
TTC is go.
LPS. Go. Flight.
Flight is go.
Mala. Personnel on 212, verify ready to resume the count. Go for launch. Say go or no go. OTC.
Go.
TBC.
You've got to go.
TTC.
TTC is go.
LPS. Go. Flight.
Flight is go.
Mala. Personnel on 212, verify ready to resume the count. Go for launch. Say go or no go. OTC.
Go.
TBC.
You've got to go.
TTC.
TTC is go.
LPS. Go. Flight.
Flight is go.
Mala. Personnel on 212, verify ready to resume the count. Go for launch. Say go or no go. OTC.
Go.
TBC.
You've got to go.
TTC.
TTC is go.
LPS. Go. Flight.
Flight is go.
Mala. Personnel on 212, verify ready to resume the count. Go for launch. Say go or no go. OTC.
Go.
TBC.
You've got to go.
TTC.
TTC is go.
LPS. Go. Flight.
Flight is go.
Mala. Personnel on 212, verify ready to resume the count. Go for launch. Say go or no go. OTC.
Go.
TBC.
You've got to go.
TTC.
TTC is go.
LPS. Go. Flight.
Flight is go.
Mala. Personnel on 212, verify ready to resume the count. Go for launch. Say go or no go. OTC.
Go.
TBC.
You've got to go.
TTC.
TTC is go.
LPS. Go. Flight.
Flight is go.
Mala. Personnel on 212, verify ready to resume the count. Go for launch. Say go or no go. OTC.
Go.
TBC.
You've got to go.
TTC.
TTC is go.
LPS. Go. Flight.
Flight is go.
Mala. Personnel on 212, verify ready to resume the count. Go for launch. Say go or no go. OTC.
Go.
TBC.
You've got to go.
TTC.
TTC is go.
LPS. Go. Flight.
Flight is go.
Mala. Personnel on 212, verify ready to resume the count. Go for launch. Say go or no go. OTC.
Go.
TBC.
You've got to go.
TTC.
TTC is go.
LPS. Go. Flight.
Flight is go.
Mala. Personnel on 212, verify ready to resume the count. Go for launch. Say go or no go. OTC.
Go.
TBC.
You've got to go.
TTC.
TTC is go.
LPS. Go. Flight.
Flight is go.
Mala. Personnel on 212, verify ready to resume the count. Go for launch. Say go or no go. OTC.
Go.
TBC.
You've got to go.
TTC.
TTC is go.
LPS. Go. Flight.
Flight is go.
Mala. Personnel on 212, verify ready to resume the count. Go for launch. Say go or no go. OTC.
Go.
TBC.
You've got to go.
TTC.
TTC is go.
LPS. Go. Flight.
Flight is go.
Mala. Personnel on 212, verify ready to resume the count. Go for launch. Say go or no go. OTC.
Go.
TBC.
You've got to go.
TTC.
TTC is go.
LPS. Go. Flight.
Flight is go.
Mala. Personnel on 212, verify ready to resume the count. Go for launch. Say go or no go. OTC.
Go.
TBC.
You've got to go.
TTC.
TTC is go.
LPS. Go. Flight.
Flight is go.
Mala. Personnel on 212, verify ready to resume the count. Go for launch. Say go or no go. OTC.
Go.
TBC.
You've got to go.
TTC.
TTC is go.
LPS. Go. Flight.
Flight is go.
Mala. Personnel on 212, verify ready to resume the count. Go for launch. Say go or no go. OTC.
Go.
TBC.
You've got to go.
TTC.
TTC is go.
LPS. Go. Flight.
Flight is go.
Mala. Personnel on 212, verify ready to resume the count. Go for launch. Say go or no go. OTC.
Go.
TBC.
You've got to go.
TTC.
TTC is go.
LPS. Go. Flight.
Flight is go.
Mala. Personnel on 212, verify ready to resume the count. Go for launch. Say go or no go. OTC.
Go.
TBC.
You've got to go.
TTC.
TTC is go.
LPS. Go. Personnel on 212.
Hi, everybody. Hello. Hi. I'm alive. I'm not back officially, but I'm kind of back, but not really. I guess we should explain everything that happened. Because there's a lot that happened. Welcome to a live edition of Whumping Updates, which we've done these before. But this one's gonna be a little less beefy than usual, but there's still a lot to cover. So, let me throw on some sweet music, and we will just kind of go from there. And by music, I mean DMCA music, because that's the only thing I can play. And then we're gonna kind of just go from there. So, there we go. We got music playing. So, and again, all DMCA free, because, you know, just chill vibe music. So, welcome. So here's kinda what's been going on. So, let's start off with the big thing. Last Saturday, specifically, there was a storm that broke out. So, and the storm was really bad. And it was so bad that it knocked out the power grid and all of the Wi-Fi across pretty much a large chunk of the state of Oklahoma. I wouldn't call it... I mean, some people are calling it a Category 5 storm. Some people calling it like a Category 4. But it's one of those storms that's like... It was still bad. So, what wound up happening was... I was scheduled to work for most of the week. And last Saturday, which was the 17th, I worked pretty much until the afternoon. And then I wasn't going to be off until Monday the 19th. So, at about 1:30 in the morning... No, sorry, let me rephrase that. At 12:30 in the morning, a storm rolled in. And everyone in Oklahoma and everyone in the state, including multiple cities, thought it was just, oh, it's just a small storm. It's just going to be some rain, thunder, clouds, winds, whatever. It's going to be chill, not a big deal, just a normal storm. No. So it turns out that the storm was pretty powerful, pretty big. And to be fair, the meteorologists and weather people and stuff did their job and warned us ahead of time that, you know, storm was coming and all this stuff, right? Not a big deal. So we knew it was coming. So, but we just assumed it was just a regular storm, right? Also, don't mind me, I'm eating tacos. So I made fully loaded tacos for myself. So, about, what was it? I think 1:30 in the morning, we then straight up got messages from PSO and stuff via text and other means that, oh no, this is going to be like a bad storm. And your power is just going to be like gone. Yeah, I can even find it. Where the heck was it? Also, I'm going to crank the volume down a little. There you go. Where was... I still have the message. Here we go. Sunday at 12:52 in the morning. There is an outage near blank, 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 blank. Crews are assessing damage and will provide an estimate restoration time ASAP. And when the storm hit, it was bad. Like, I uploaded photos of the damage onto Facebook, but it knocked out multiple power grids all throughout Tulsa, Hijinx, Owasso, Bixby, Sand Springs, just the whole state. Multiple trees were knocked out, and branches and debris was everywhere. Power lines were down. Cars were damaged. Like, this was just a Hail Mary of a storm. And what wound up happening was some craziness. Also, yes, I'm gonna do some drinking right now. Hang on. Let me hydrate. There you go. I got you on the hydrate, Mike. And Koza, I am down for some Uno. Maybe, possibly, after we do the updates. Let me go through all the updates and tell people what's been going on. But afterwards, yeah, I'd be down to play some Uno for a bit tonight. So, but yeah, so... Now, keep in mind, by the way, kind of a side, just let me know whenever, just giving you a shit. Okay, cool. Also, Iron says he's down for Uno, so, okay. Let me message someone real quick then, if that's the case. Beep. Okay, there we go. I just had to message a friend. So, so yeah, basically, there's already people smack talking about trying to, you know, stomp each other in Uno tonight. So that'll be fun. So basically what happened with the storm was, because of all the damage that happened, straight up, there were multiple power outages that had, like, power lines down, you know, complete breakers down. There were like, the city and most of the city was just in the dark. The only places that did not get affected were either certain businesses because they have backup generators, and like certain mall complexes because, you know, they receive higher priority right away with stuff because of losing thousands and thousands of dollars, obviously. Or, I really hate to say this, but a lot of the, and I hate to get political on the stream for a minute, but a lot of the fancier gated communities and, like, you know, nicer neighborhoods got power back, like, almost instantly, or if not, just had power back like right away. So it was a little frustrating. But what made it more frustrating was the following text that we all got the day after on Monday. No, right. That you would think that, Koza, but but I made a couple jokes about that to some friends and some other people, and people got upset. So that's why I'm keeping this relatively PG. Anyhow, so what wound up happening was everyone in the city, including Tulsa, Hijinx, Owasso, Sand Springs, just all throughout the state, got this lovely text. We estimate power restoration to all customers in your area by 5 p.m. on 6/24, which is a Saturday. We received this text on Monday morning at 9:50 in the morning. That means that there are parts of the state that were going to be in the dark until Saturday. Basically a whole week. Oh, I know you don't have a problem calling people out, and I'm fine if you do in chat, Koza. But, it was basically, from what I understand, a Category 4, Category 5, like, windstorm, rainstorm, like, it wasn't a tornado, but it was a Category 4 to 5, like, rain, thunder, and windstorm. And with tons of lightning that just knocked out, like, everything, basically. So, it was just bad, is what it was. So, if you want to look up the damage, and what happened, just Google, like, Tulsa, Oklahoma, weather storm, and you'll find recent articles of what we were dealing with for a week. So then what happened is, because I work at a particular retail giant, I started going to work. So what we were doing was, in between of all the normal duties that I do at work, we also had a large amount of ice. Like, we had a very large amount of ice. And I'm saying this on stream very carefully, just so I don't get in trouble with work. But essentially, we had a very large quantity of ice, close to like a pallet or more. We sold out of ice in less than a day. Not even 24 hours. Because everyone was freezing and putting all their refrigerated food on ice, like, immediately. So, also, I lost about, I'm going to say roughly $30 worth of groceries. Yes, so basically like a crazy monsoon, but worse. But worse. Exactly, Koza, exactly. So it was one of those. So it sucked. So I was without power, just straight up, for most of the week. And I had plans, because Father's Day was last Sunday, the 18th. And I had plans to do a Brawlhalla Ubisoft sponsored stream for y'all. For all of y'all. It was going to be great. It was going to be fun. It was going to be a good time. Right? Just lots of fun. By the way, whoever resubscribed on Twitch, thank you. You are amazing. I just saw it. So, thank you. You are the best. So, It doesn't show me who did it, but thank you. So already me and all my coworkers were upset because on top of all of my coworkers, or if not most of my coworkers, were out of power and out of Wi-Fi and out of groceries. But in addition to that, we also had to work during the whole shenanigans of this storm. And it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. It really, really was a lot. And we were all very stressed. And very, very, very stressed. So, yeah. Not great. Overall. Just not fantastic. And that's why there was no content for about a week. Was because yeah, I just straight up was busy. Now, to be fair, I am very happy and grateful that I worked as much as I did during all of this. Because I'm glad that I had the amount of hours that I did at work, so I wasn't stuck at home in the dark in 80 degree, almost 90 degree weather with no AC, in the dark, with nothing but candle lights, books to read, and that was it. I had running water. I had cold running water, so that helped a lot too. So cold showers saved the day. But yeah, honestly, I'm very grateful for my job that yeah, basically, Koza, it was just, I appreciate the SpongeBob reference. It was just me, Hadako, Penny, Chip, and used a napkin all alone in the dark. I appreciate the SpongeBob reference. Thank you. So, yeah, it was a lot. But despite that, we made it work. We made it through. I used the time in between work to basically just catch up on sleep, do some reading, read by candlelight. I know, old school, like really old school. Take cold showers and just, I mean, try and scavenge whatever food I could still eat. So, yeah, it was pretty nuts. So, what does this mean for 2 weeks of WOAH 3? Well, here's kind of the update. Long story short, everything is pretty much postponed, not by choice, until next week, which is technically Sunday. Here's how I'm doing it. I had 2 weeks worth of extra fun, cool content planned for everything, right? So some of it was sponsored content. Some of it was, you know, taste tests. Some of it was, like experimental shorts, TikTok things, some stuff on Facebook, which I will talk about that in a moment, but TLDR, expect exclusive Facebook content coming soon. And some of it was going to be some audio drama and multiverse lore stuff. Including something we actually kind of did on Twitter a while back that's gonna be put into video form. I don't want to give away too much, but a lot of you have been asking, very specifically, how does Haruko's past and her original timelines connect to me and connect to the multiverse and connect to everything that, you know, her and I have done together? Well, we're actually kind of working on something for that not only ties in what I think canonically is a great way to expand more of the multiverse lore, but in kind of sort of a fan-made way of how it ties into the world of FLCL, or Fooly Cooly. So, and I have hinted in the past on social media, like, many times, you know, how, you know, this all works, who she is, stuff like that, but now we're gonna finally slowly unravel all of this for y'all. Y'all have been messing with multiversal energy for so long that y'all put Tulsa in the dark. You know what? I thought about that. And I have an idea for something with that too in the future. I don't want to say too much, but I have already come up with some brainstorming ideas and scripting, both her and I, with how we can relate the power outages to our multiverse stuff. So, sit tight on that, Koza, because we're already one step ahead of you. Also, it was a good taco, not gonna lie. For those wondering, it's got chopped beef, black beans, peppers and onions, jalapenos, Mexican cheese, coleslaw, veggies, and I bought the Cool Ranch jalapeno Doritos dip. Which was a good taco. Now, so here's what's going on with the 2 weeks of WoW stuff. I'll give you the very basic skinny, so I don't eat up too much time. 2 weeks of WoW 3 returns on Sunday. I'm going to put out some of the taste test stuff and summer taste tests that we've recorded for Sunday. Because Sundays are usually a rest day for her and I. And then, we are going to do, some live reaction streams, on Sunday too. And what I mean by that is I promised I was going to live react to all the other gaming news that came out recently, like the Capcom showcase, the Tribeca Games showcase. There was a recent Nintendo Direct that came out. Sonic Central had a thing. So what we're gonna do is try our best to react as much as we can to all that. over the course of a week. But funny you mentioned that Ironhide. So that was gonna be the other thing. If I can find it on time. If I can find it on time. It hasn't arrived yet in Oklahoma. But if I can find it, I have something planned for the 2 new Mountain Dew Baja Blast flavors. And, well, by me, I mean Dewey. Dewey has something planned. Let's be honest, guys. You guys know I play different characters by now. Like, yeah. So, look, I like getting in costume and doing different funny voices. It's just fun. So, also, I really, really like this song. Give me just 1 sec. I'm gonna copy it and throw it onto Google. You found the Caribbean Splash and the other one at the Walmart in Arizona. Sweet! Well, Iron definitely let us know how it is. So I'm still hunting down both flavors. I'm hunting down the passion fruit one and the guava one. So, but yeah, overall, I have something planned for it. And by something, I mean an Insider Dew exclusive special. Now, it will have to come out after 2 weeks of WOAH, more likely. But consider it a summer special. And by summer special, I mean consider it probably more than an hour long. Because we're really diving deep into the history of Baja Blast with it. Yes. So, we're going to cover Baja Blast Energy, regular Baja Blast Zero Sugar, 2 new flavors, and the other flavors? Small teas? Anyhow. But there'll be more 2 weeks of WOAH 3 content coming out, beginning Sunday, sprinkled all throughout social media. So, like I said, it's not all in one place. So keep an eye on the socials, because some of it will be only on YouTube, some of it will be on Twitch, some of it will be on Facebook only, TikTok only, Discord only, Twitter only, so forth. So, yeah. So, what's happening after 2 weeks of WOAH 3, though? We've got our normal uploads and normal streams and stuff coming back. I mean, I've been working hard on getting Them's Fighting Words back. I've been working hard on getting Grind Mondays back. I've been working hard on getting, like, you know, other blocks and stuff back for the streams. So, those will be fun. We do have some more sponsored stuff coming up in the future. Including something that I worked on with Factor. Which you guys know I was previously sponsored by them on Twitch. Which, thank you once again. We have something going on still with Ubisoft, which is going to be fantastic. Which I don't want to talk too much about the rest of the Ubisoft stuff, but it's going to be fun. And then we have stuff going on involving potentially, if I can get it all worked out, Sparkling Ice, which is a beverage company. So, we also have something from a few other places. We also have some stuff from a few other places. So you'll just kind of have to keep an eye out on socials for when the sponsored stuff comes out. Obviously, in between all that, there'll be Cooking with Crash, them some good eats, all the other fun stuff. Movie Time with Crash will come back now that there's actually movies that I want to go see. The reason why Movie Time with Crash has been dead in the water for a while, legitimately, there has not been a lot of movies I've wanted to see. Same with Hadako, same with Dewey, same with, like, my friends, everybody. There's just, for the past couple months, the legitimately, I know I keep saying that word, I'm sorry, but for real, the last movie that I saw was Across the Spideyverse. And I want to do something special for Across the Spideyverse instead of just a normal movie review for it. And before that, I saw John Wick Chapter 4, which I also have something special planned for that as well, too. I'll tell you at least as part of the stream an exclusive. I want to review all 4 John Wick movies back to back to back to back. And it's going to be roughly a 40-minute to hour-long special. But because I usually dedicate 10 minutes to each, review each film, so that only makes sense. 4 movies, 10 minutes each. 40 minutes. Maybe 45 if I can really muster it down. But I really want to, do also something special for the John Wick films. So, but, yeah. Other than that, I think the only other movies I really want to see soon are The Blackening, Joyride. I saw Guardians 3 recently as well, too, and that was fantastic, but I also want to do something special for Guardians 3. So I want to review, all 3 of the films, so maybe do, a half-hour special for that. Asteroid City and No Hard Feelings also look like interesting films. And that's about it currently, other than what is it? Oppenheimer, which I do really want to go see, but I don't know if I'm going to do a Movie Time with Crash thing or not with that, just because of the subject material. So, I could be funny and just go see the Barbie movie as well, too. But I'm going to leave that up to, a poll or something if people want me to see it. So, I liked Avatar 2, but I didn't fall in love with it. I have my own thoughts on Avatar 2. I have some fun memories with it, but I have my thoughts on Avatar 2, which I'll explain another day. So yeah, there's that. And before anyone asks, well, how come you're not going to see the other Disney movies like Elemental or Little Mermaid remake? I'm going to wait for both of those films as well as The Flash to just show up on Max and Disney Plus respectively. At this point, I'd rather just save my money. So, that's just the honest truth. I hate to be that guy, but Yeah. No, Rob. So I am on Twitch. I am still on Twitch. Hang on. There we go. Sorry, my buddy commented on another chat and wanted to know what was going on. So yeah. No, I'm still going to be doing streams on Twitch. I'm still going to be doing streams on other platforms as well too. I may not multi-stream as often because of the whole Twitch policies and stuff like that, as well as like policies with other social medias, which I still highly disagree with. But at the end of the day, it's not up to me. It's how these contracts and things work. The only exception to the rule is when it's going to be like special events and like sponsored stuff. So like, obviously, if I'm doing official live co-streams of something like Game Awards, Summer Game Fest, showcases, stuff like that, I'm going to multi-stream it. Flat out. I don't care what the policy says. I'm going to multi-stream it. When it comes to just normal stuff, I'll just kind of jump back and forth between platforms. So, pretty much. So, but speaking of Twitch, guess who's back in the news? It's Twitch. Now, keep in mind, a lot of this was posted from going as far back as June 15th, June 20th, and June 21st. So, we're going to go over everything. And I know I have to kill the music in order to talk about this. So, but yeah, guess who's back in the news? It's more Twitch stuff. Oh, goody. So, alright. So, let's just read this off verbatim on stream. Let's just do it this way. Give me 1 sec. Just give me a moment. This is gonna be fun. This is just gonna be just a great time. Just a fun time. Ah, here we go. All right, here we go. Yeah, more Twitch shenanigans. I am just so eagerly excited for this. This is just gonna be so much fun. All right. Make sure y'all can see my screen. Yep, we're good. All right. On June 15th, Twitch announced the Partner Plus program. Today we're announcing the Partner Plus program, a new program for streamers to build toward as they continue to grow their businesses. The new partner program benefit will offer 70% share on net subscription revenue to streamers who meet the qualification criteria. Cool! Streamers in the Partner Plus program will receive a 70-30 revenue share, or 70-30 split, on net subscription revenue. That's actually pretty cool. And that includes revenue from recurring monthly subs and gift subs. For 12 months, up to 100K. That's pretty good. To qualify, and here's where it gets interesting, partners must maintain a sub count of at least 350 reoccurring paid subscriptions for 3 months in a row. Okay, Twitch. Once that happens, Partners will be automatically enrolled for the next 12 months, even if you dip below the threshold during the 12-month period. The Partner Plus program will launch on October 1st. Streamers that meet the qualification criteria in July, August, and September will actually be enrolled in the program and notified in October. Our focus has always been on inspiring, growing, and sustaining Twitch streamers all around the world. We hope this new program demonstrates that commitment. For more information, visit the FAQ and feedback and let us know your thoughts on the user voice. Alright. You want my thoughts? I'll give you my thoughts. But first, let me eat a bite of this taco. First, let me approach this in a very calm manner. Let me just eat this taco real quick. Hang on. I'm gonna just get some black beans in here. Oh yeah. Let me just indulge myself real quick. Calm before the storm, if you will. Let me just do this real quick. And for those just tuning in, welcome to Crash Talks a Lot in the Camera, part 3, 4, while eating a taco. Look at that taco, for real. That is a mighty taco. Look at that. That is a mighty taco. It's got a lot of good stuff on it, let me tell you. Anyhow, taco time. Delicious. Alright. Now we've got a delicious bite of that taco. So tasty, so good. Alright, just nice. Twitch, remember how I said it's always 1 step forward, 2 steps back? You're doing it again. Look, having a criteria for this type of thing and this program is fine. That, in a very basic business standard, makes sense. I'm okay with that. I understand that you want to make sure that the people who are actually committed to your program, right, like, are actually committed. Right? But let me explain something to you. And someone on Twitter actually did the math on this last week when this was announced. Right? Someone actually did the calculations for me. Right? So that would mean that out of the millions of streamers who are content creators, right, on your platform, there are millions of people who would not even come close to qualifying for this program at all, period, right? None whatsoever. But then, okay, let's narrow it down to the affiliates and the partners, right? That would mean that out of 42,000 plus partners, by the way, not affiliates, partners, that would mean roughly 1,000 streamers or less would qualify for this program. This program is not even for anybody who's in an affiliation whatsoever. Affiliates wouldn't even come close to qualifying for this, because most affiliates don't even come close to hitting these numbers or these benchmarks whatsoever. None. Absolutely none. Right? So, that would mean that unless you are legitimately such a top earner on Twitch that you do this full time for more than 40 hours, you know, basically going beyond overtime compared to a normal retail job, and you are just doing non-stop streaming and getting non-stop subscriptions, that practically less than 1,000 people on your platform would qualify for this program. Also, they have to be individual, non-prime, non-gifted subs consistently for 3 months in a row. They cannot be prime subs. They cannot be gifted subs. Oh, yeah. In case that little nugget of detail wasn't, you know, there for you. Oh, yeah. So, Twitch you're just disappointing me at this point. Like, I don't even have the energy tonight to yell and scream on camera and curse you out and, like, say profanities or, like, do anything. You know, the normal gamer reaction, you know. I'm just disappointed. I feel like a disappointed dad. Like, as if you did a half-made job on a project and then presented it to me as if it was, like, fully completed. Now, not all of this is negative stuff towards Twitch. Believe it or not, they actually did do something positive recently. We're going to go over that with their newest thing, content classification labels, which was posted on June 20th. So, we're going to go over that right now. Okay. Twitch is all about building and being part of communities created around what you're into. To do that, it's important that content is clearly labeled so you can make informed choices about what you watch. To make both of these things easier for streamers and viewers, we're introducing content classification labels. We mentioned this in January as part of our open letter on community safety, and we've got more details to share today. We heard from streamers that it wasn't always clear when their streams need to be labeled as mature content. As some of you know, I do dabble in some mature content on these streams. Content classification labels are more specific content labels that can be applied or removed at any point during a stream. These labels are replacing the existing mature content toggle and should be used at any time a stream includes the following: mature rated games, sexual themes, drugs, intoxication, or excessive tobacco use, violent or graphic depictions, significant profanity or vulgarity, and gambling. To be clear, we are not making a change to our community guidelines with this update. We're instead specifying that the content that, while permitted on Twitch, needs to be labeled. The content classification guidelines go into deeper detail for each label, with examples, exceptions, and more. If streamers fail to accurately label their streams, they will receive a warning via email, and the correct label will be applied to their streams. Streamers will not receive suspensions for failing to accurately label their streams. That said, it is important that streamers use these accurately. So if a streamer fails to accurately label their content after multiple warnings, then the relevant labels will be applied to streamers' channels, and they may be locked for a period of days or weeks depending on the number of prior warnings. In addition to helping streamers connect with viewers, or more likely be a good fit for the communities, these labels also protect younger viewers and advertisers. Content labeling has become a common practice across the media and entertainment industry. So, both from a safety perspective and to provide important information that helps advertisers better target the content their ads appear alongside. And then it just shows you kind of how to do it, essentially, and so forth. Additionally, to minimize work for streamers, when playing ESRB mature rated games, a mature game label will be automatically applied to the stream. If you switch games to a non-M rated game midstream, the label will automatically be removed. Okay, that's actually kind of useful. Not gonna lie. That's actually neat. Content clarification labels will be available to use starting today. Well, this was posted June 20th. So just a couple days ago. Viewers may report streams they believe warrant a label. If, after a human review of those reports, you have found to be mislabeled your stream, you will receive a warning and the correct label will be applied. To give streamers plenty of time to understand how it works and expected use labels, warnings won't be issued until July 20th. Or warnings issued until July 20th will only result in the appropriate label being applied, but will not occur. After July 20th, warnings will occur, and repeating warnings will lead to a label lock. And then just more FAQs on some of the stuff, which they do actually go in detail about it a little bit, which is nice. So, if I use curse words occasionally during my stream, do I need to apply? No, this label only needs to be applied if you are using profanity or vulgar language in a persistent and excessive manner throughout the duration of the stream. Think cussing someone out in a game lobby versus the occasional use of the F word or a genuine reaction to a moment in a horror game. So, okay. So they're going based on TV rules, which, okay, fine. I'm fine with that. Basically, if the stream is rated PG-13, then you're going to know going in, hey, there's going to be an occasional F-bomb, or someone's going to say the S word or the C word or something. The C word is crap, by the way. Not the other one. Okay. I'm actually okay with this. Not gonna lie. I'm thinking about taking them. Good for you, Iron. Which C word? Cushion, car, Casey? All of them. All of them, Kozo. And good for you, Ironhide. If you want to take a break from Twitch, by all means, go ahead. I'm glad you made an account on the other website. So, now, if I smoke tobacco or drink alcohol occasionally during my stream, do I need to use the label for intoxication and all that? So it depends on prolonged activity and sustained activity. For alcohol use, sipping on a drink while streaming won't require a label. But appearing visibly intoxicated to the point where you're slurring your speech or making being drunk the focus of your stream, that would require a label. Smoking a cigarette or vape while on stream wouldn't require a label. but intentionally drawing attention to the fact that you are promoting it or smoking would, yes. However, this is the one that's kind of sus. Use of marijuana in any form would require a label. What about the states in which it's considered legal and considered recreational? I'm just saying. That's a little bit of a gray area, Twitch, but you have time to work that out. Same with this, but I get it. I get it. It's more excessive use. What do you mean by naughty themes? Yeah, all giggity. Examples of naughty themes include prolonged or repeated kissing or another individual or object, detailed non-educational discussions, or naughty topics or experiences, and content or behavior that is likely to elicit a mature chat conversation. To be more direct, many ASMR practices are focused on mindfulness and are not sexual. Okay, Twitch. But we consider kissing or licking a microphone to fall under sexual themes. Additionally, many hot tub streams are intended to draw attention to body parts such as, well, I'm not going to say it, and will need to be labeled. Okay, good. So that's something they're finally addressing here. Good. Okay, Twitch, you actually did something good. Okay. So going forward, hot tub streams now are actually considered sexual content because they draw actual attention to that, like, to that specific type of content. That's what they are intended to be. They're intended to be a little bit lewder, a little bit like crass, if you will. So that's kind of the point of some of these hot tub streams. Not all of them, but a good chunk of them. So good job, Twitch. You actually did a good. Proud of you. Dad's not as disappointed. Still disappointed, but just worried. How will I know how long labels will be locked on my channel? That you'll have to hover over the label and what's currently locked and so forth. Can I change my selected content partway through stream? Yes, you can. If your content is a variety stream like mine is, or you have different things that you do, then or different games, then it will update. And you can update it yourself and so forth. And then in some cases, it will automatically update for you. Now, okay, here we go. Will the type of content I stream affect my ad revenue? There is a possibility that the type of content you stream could affect your ad revenue. Brands align their ads with content that reflects their brand values. Labels will show advertisers to have more context to inform which types of streams they show their ads alongside, which we expect to increase brands' confidence in running ads on Twitch. It could bring new adventures to our advertisers, or I don't want to say adventures, new adventures, new advertisers to our service. It is also possible that certain brands won't want to run their ads alongside streams with specific content. And then so forth, and kind of the warning behind it. Okay. So I'm going to get rid of that and that real quick. We'll get to this one here in a moment. So here's the thing. Here's the thing with this, right? And here's the thing that I actually we'll talk about here in a moment, because I'm going to go grab some more water and use the restroom real quick. So I will be right back. I'm going to do a quick BRB, and then when we come back, we'll kind of discuss that in detail here in a moment. So don't go too far. We'll be back. I promise. But I have some thoughts on it. Hey everybody. So we're back. I told you I'd be back. So okay. How do I explain this? Because this is kind of a sensitive topic matter. And this is one that I've also talked about on social media as well too in the past and yada yada. But basically, look, I'll get right down to it. Because I try and keep things as unfiltered and uncut as much as possible with my streams. But there comes a certain point where even I have to kind of like keep things PG-13, PG. Not just for the sake of like my own self or because of sponsors and ads and other stuff, but mostly just because of the subject matter is kind of hard to talk about. So let's just do this as honest as possible. Are hot tub streams inherently sexual right off the gate? No. You can be in a swimsuit, or you can be in a hot tub or in a pool or hanging out at a hotel with friends and swimming in a swimsuit or at the beach or just getting a nice tan or doing whatever, and they're not inherently 100% aimed at sexual themes or sexual content. But because the majority of hot tub streams, particularly on Twitch, and I guess on other platforms now, are the primary focus is to be more sensual and focused in on that part of, you know, people's bodies regardless of your identity, or that part of people's fascination with sensual or sexual activities or sensual nature and sensual themes, then that's kind of where Twitch is coming from with that. Especially given, well, let's not beat around the bush here, pun intended, that Twitch has been known in the past to be in hot water. Again, 2 for 2. Dealing with this type of subject matter with hot tub streams and hot tub content. Even I myself in the past have done streams and made specific, like, you know, commentary regarding hot tub streams. Now, obviously, people's opinions can change over time. But, you know, that's the nature of learning and growing. But the point is this. Should all hot tub streams be labeled as sexual? No, I don't think every single hot tub stream is inherently entirely focused on sexual content. But because a majority of them are, and like it or not, they are intended to talk about and focus on areas focus on areas involving the buttocks, the groin, breasts, and other areas, as specifically worded by Twitch's own blog post, which weirdly specific, but okay. That is what they're getting at. You know, it, it's such a gray area. It really is. Because if I were to live stream myself at a hotel with some friends, or say live stream myself at a friend's house or a condo or apartment complex or something that had a pool, and we're all going swimming, and some of my friends are in swimsuits, I'm in a swimsuit, we're all swimming, hanging by the pool, chatting, having a good time. I don't think that would be considered like a sexual theme. But if me and my friends are all hanging out by an actual hot tub at a hotel or at a friend's house or something, and we're all just chatting and talking and having like a podcast discussion or something, I don't think that is inherently sexual. But it all depends on the context, on what the streamer or the content creator is doing. And I think Twitch is missing the point behind that, in my opinion. Is while a chunk of hot tub streams have been, related to that type of sexual content with hot tub streams, not all of them are. So, and then to add to Ironhide's point, look, Ironhide, if people want to do hot tub streams on Twitch or on Facebook or on Kick or on YouTube, or I guess Twitter does streaming, or on any other website, that's fine. Do your own thing. Have fun. Go do what you want to do and have a good time. But just be aware of the type of content that you are producing when doing, pool streams and hot tub streams and, outdoor summer streams like that, or, anything involving that thing, or anything involving like swimsuits, bodysuits, swim trunks, thongs, even like swimmable thongs, and like, swimwear. Because this all goes back to a really old saying. At the end of the day, sex sells. Still does to this day. Still does on TV, still does in magazines and movies and TV shows, and same thing applies to streaming. So, if you got the goods, then by all means, do your own thing. But just be mindful of your audience. That's all. And I think that's a pretty common sense thing. Be mindful of your audience. Be mindful of who you're advertising yourself to and how you're doing it. And I have a lot of friends who dabble in this type of content. And I know other content creators too who I'm friends with who dabble in this type of content. We've done stuff like this before. So they're not a stranger to hot tub streams and sexual content and sensual themes. I'm not going to expose them, but I'm going to tell y'all this. At the end of the day, they know their audience. They know who they're targeting at. They know what they're selling. And they know what market they're appealing to. as long as you have an idea of what you're doing going forward with that type of content, then there shouldn't be a problem. But just remember, if you're going to do those types of things, market it to the right people and have a plan and be prepared. Because that's the reason why Twitch bans all these hot tub streamers off their platform. Because they obviously take what is a hot tub stream and take it far beyond what is considered okay on the platform. Or same with Facebook, same with Twitter, same with even adult websites. Content creators just need to be mindful, including myself, of the type of things that they're doing with their bodies going forward. No, Iron, I think you'll do a hot tub stream. No, you just don't have the confidence. You just don't have the confidence. Do I have the confidence to do one? I mean, maybe in the future. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I mean, I've lost a lot of weight. I've been eating pretty healthy. I've been gaining some more muscle. And I do have some swimwear. But would anybody ever want to see a hot tub stream from me? Or any sort of like summer themed pool / stream from me? I don't think so. I don't think I am part of that market. And as much confidence as I do have, I don't think people want to see that. Or who knows? Maybe y'all do. Look. Maybe I'm wrong and people want to see me in a sexy swimsuit and chill by the pool and, you know, do all that. Who knows? So, I don't know. I'll leave it up to you. Moving on. So finally, we have one more Twitch thing to talk about. And it is the Creator Home for Affiliates and Partners. That was released on June 21st. Basically, I'm not going to go too much over it, but essentially, there's a brand new UI that they created called the Creator Home. Basically, it's a more personalized dashboard experience now to all streamers. It's trying to basically break everything down with better insight on what's working, suggestions on new features to try, showing you where there may be opportunities to improve your stream, all your hours, analytics. It's all basically a new central hub that they've officially launched. So, yeah. But in addition to that, there's going to be impactful tips and features on your home page for you on Twitch. This way you don't have to leave your dashboard. You'll find features that are recommended for you, stuff and tips that you can do and tools to be more successful. There's personalized insights and analytics. So it breaks everything down with your growth, your data, you know, what other streamers are doing stuff similar to you and best categories. And there'll even be timely offers and announcements, specifically when you reach certain milestones and go from there. Which, again, that's a cool thing. So, I think that's just neat. So, you know what, Twitch? You're actually doing not too bad. Mankini or no stream. Look, Koza. Again, not to put myself on the spot. Am I confident in my body? Yes, I'm definitely a bit more confident in my body nowadays. Would people want to see me in swimwear on stream? I don't think so. But if people do and you guys change your mind, I guess discuss it with me on the socials. So who knows? But yeah, other than that, guys, really, the only other thing I can discuss with you is one more ridiculous thing. And don't worry, Ironhide, we will play some Uno soon. Don't worry. We're almost done. We've got a few more things to discuss. I promise. And then we'll get to some Uno. I promise. So, in case any of you are not aware, and I'm going to play some music now that I got done discussing the updates. I'm going to skip this song though. There we go. Titanic submarines is not a conversation I ever thought would be a thing we are doing. But here we are. We're going to be talking about a submarine thing. From what I understand, hang on. There was I guess a Titanic submarine went down into the depths. And here. Yeah, let me get on Google and figure this out. Because I don't want to misconstrue this whole thing, but it's just so weird. Let me figure this out. Okay, here we go. So, from what I understand, something about a Titanic tourist submarine went awry. I guess there is something that happened. Okay, so I guess the timeline goes... Okay, it's backwards. I'm still trying to figure this out. It's such a wild story. Basically, there was a tourist submarine that went down. Because I guess that's a thing now where you can take a tourist submarine down to the exact location where the Titanic sank. And supposedly, it went awry, from what I understand. And I don't know what happened. But something. Something called Ocean Gate. Here we go. Titanic tourist submarine or submissile goes missing with search underway. A massive search and rescue operation was underway in the mid-Atlantic after a tourist submarine went missing during a dive to the Titanic's wreck on Sunday. There's a lot of memes going on with the whole thing. There's a lot of stuff going on with the whole thing. It's a lot. But essentially, it went missing. Contact of the small sub was lost about an hour and 45 minutes into its dive from the U.S. Coast Guard, is what they said. The tour firm, Ocean Gate, said all options are being deployed to rescue the 5 people on board. Tickets cost about $250,000 for an 8-day trip, including dives to the wreck at a depth of 3,800 meters, aka 12,500 feet. Government agencies said the U.S. and Canadian natives and commercial deep-sea firms are helping the rescue operation. The Titanic's wreck lies some 435 miles down south of St. John's, Newfoundland, though the rescue mission is being run from Boston, Massachusetts. And the missing craft is believed to be Ocean Gate's Titan Submersible, a truck-sized sub that holds 5 people and usually dives with a 4-day emergency supply of oxygen. And I guess on Monday afternoon, which was that was 19th. They said we anticipate there is somewhere between 70 and the full 96 hours available at this point for air. I'm reading a BBC article at this point on it, but it legitimately just says that the rescue teams are taking everything personally. They're doing everything they could to bring these people home safe. A 58-year-old British billionaire and businessman and explorer is among those on the missing submarine. There's a lot of info about this thing. But obviously there's a lot of memes that happened with this thing as well too. And I'm still trying to figure out the news of this whole thing to this day. But it's just a wild story. If you want to check out the full thing, you could read either the BBC News article easily on the internet and Google it, or there's a whole lot of stuff that kind of like pertains to the original timeline. But it's just wild because it's like, it's not one of those. Yeah, it's just absolutely wild. And unfortunately, I guess the latest update is that the submarine itself suffered a lot of really terrible decompression and oxygen issues, and just straight up just imploded. So, it's a lot. But, needless to say, the internet is having some very various reactions to the thing. So, anyhow. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to briefly end the stream. And then I'm going to configure everything. And then, when I get done configuring everything, I'm going to jump on Uno for a little bit with the boys. And we're going to play some Uno. So, I could just include it as part of this stream. But, I mean, I don't know. That's up to you guys. If you guys want me to include it as part of this one, I can. But I could also do it as just a separate stream. So, actually, I'll just be lazy. We'll just jump straight into Uno. Screw it. So, give me 1 sec. Because then I can just do this. I'm really glad I found that song that I liked. Give me 1 sec. Cool. Ooh. Oh, okay. Got it. Alright. Cool. So, I'm going to take a quick intermission. We're going to switch things over. I'll briefly end the stream, and then when we come back, instead, we're going to play some Uno. So, don't go too far. We're going to briefly end the stream, come back, play some Uno.